I ain't done an official mock draft in a minute. This mock draft 2.0. Titans done a lot of things, and I think the draft board changes with Calvin Ridley restructuring, coming back, going from $28 million down to 15, freeing up cap space, giving a team-friendly deal back to the Titans, which shows he wants to be in Nashville. So as the contracts fluctuate in, obviously we still looking at center and right guard. I said, let me do a draft board where we're handling wants and needs based upon the moves that they've made thus far. So I said, let's switch it up a little bit. It's going to look slightly different than my regular draft board, but kind of based upon what they've done with free agency. B. Walker said, chilling. What's good, Tristan? Oh, for sure, B. Walker. We know you know we're going to keep them coming. I appreciate y'all being here tapped in regardless of what I'm talking about. All right. There was rumors Titans trading up to take Jeremiah Love. I don't see that. I can see the Jets moving back, and I can see the Cardinals moving back, trying to get that Browns draft day trade. But if the Titans stick and pick, if they don't trade back, this is where my mock draft 2.0 go. Now, y'all know I've done mock drafts with almost every potential player, whether it was Ruben Bain, Arvell Reese, David Bailey, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Caleb Downs. I've done mocks, hundreds of mocks. So this is my latest rendition. All right, I'm going to stick with my gut at pick number 4. Tennessee Titans want some explosion. They go Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame at 4. I know there's talk of edge rusher, people feeling as if edge rusher is a need, but with John Franklin Myers, Jeffrey Simmons, Solomon Thomas, Jordan Elliott in the interior with CJ Ravenel and whoever else they bring back in that rotation, along with the trade for Jermaine Johnson, the second year of Femi, Jacob Martin, Jalen Harrell, and Ali Gay, Truman Jones, Herring. A deep rotation. I don't think you just have to just shoot for edge at 4 every year. You know, last year it was Abdul Carter, but James Pierce Jr. was the guy. Years before, there were a lot of names, but Jared Verse was the guy. You can find great players in every round. It really depends more so on the fit than just where you picking them. Everybody wanted Max Crosby this offseason. Max Crosby was a 4th round pick. So it's all about fit, all about what they do once they get there. Jeremiah Love at 4. We stick and pick. All right, with our second pick, y'all have heard his name from me, Zion Young, edge. I think with them re-signing Calvin Ridley and restructuring him, coming back on a cheaper team-friendly deal, allows them to not have to be force-fed like people thought at first. That it's got to be Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. It's got to be a wide receiver in the second. No. How about Zion Young? He fits the profile of the type of edge that Robert Saleh would want in his defense. Really a team guy and a very talented player. I got to watch him a lot in the SEC this year. I like Zion Young at 35. At 66. Now we address wide receiver. It has to be an outside wide receiver, a bigger frame. Currently, the biggest receiver is AO. AO has to be better at the catch point. And what better than Jacoby Lane, who in my mind is like another Drake London, a big physical, strong at the catch point, dunker on the outside. People talk about Makai Lemon, but Jacoby Lane, I think, has a chance to be a very good outside receiver. I think he's very crafty with the one-on-one balls. Zay was good. D4 was popping. So this gives us more of fitting the profile of the outside receiver. If you're not taking a receiver at 35, I think Jacoby Lane, if he's still there at 66, would be a very good fit into saying you got Jacoby Lane and A.O. Minor on the outside, Calvin Ridley, Jim DK, Bryce Oliver, and then you got Wandale, Ingier corners. I think Devin Moore would be the perfect fit, fitting into Robert Saleh's defense to groom him into the rotation with Alontae Taylor, Cordell Flott, Josh Williams, Marcus Harris, and I think and Michael Robinson. I think Devin Moore would be a very good addition. I think you definitely want to get somebody that for sure can play on the outside in Robert Saleh's defense. Now, this is where my mock draft 2.0 looks a little different than a lot of my mocks. Markel Bell, tackle out of Miami, opposite of Maui Noah, the flank for Carson Beck. Dan Moore just inked, hitting the new year. He just his $20 million is guaranteed this year. But I think as soon as they can get him off the books, they're going to move Dan Moore. And what better way than having Crenshaw Dixon? They haven't re-signed Oli Udoh just yet. Markel Bell, huge left tackle, I think would be a good person to work in and start learning behind Dan Moore. All right, now we're going back to defense. We signed Adams. We signed Jared Reed back. You got Amani Hooker and Kevin Winston Jr. But Michael Taft, safety out of Texas, ran a 4.5 at the combine. A heady player, always finds himself around the football. I think he would be a really good addition to that safety room because Adams and Jared Reed are under 6 foot. I want nothing but I want my safeties to be at least 6 foot and up going forward. And I think Michael Taft, a good glue guy, would be a great pick at 144. Now let's go back into the trenches. Pick 184, Pat Coogan, center out of Indiana. Fernando Mendoza, center, award winner. If you don't know if you want to play Jackson Slater at right guard or center, if you cut Cushenberry on for medical reasons, you didn't bring back Corey Levin and Sloatman, who's looked at as another Corey Levin. Don't have a definitive starter. You missed out on McGovern Beatas, Elton Jenkins, and Tyler Lindenbaum. So with this being said, even if they do go out and bring in another veteran center like Glasgow or any other names that's still left that's out there, I wouldn't mind seeing them draft like this, having Markel Bell and Pat Coogan. Let's start grooming some of these younger guys that's going to step into this role. The earlier the better, especially if you get some people that fit the physical profile. Next pick at 194, I heard David Njoku today. I'm not listening to rumors about Njoku. They said $8 million a year on Bellinger. Gunnar Helm is tight end 1. You still got David Martin Robinson and Granson. But if you want to refill a role of what Njoku or a Chig Okonkwo or Jonnu Smith would do, perfect addition. Pick 194, Daquan Wright, tight end out of Ole Miss. If you didn't watch the playoffs, this dude was running drag routes and over routes and seam routes going crazy for Ole Miss. 6'4", 255, 4.5 speed. Definitely would be a perfect move tight end with Bellinger and Gunnar Helm. Definitely a guy to work in that would probably take the reps away from Granson and DMR. And if you notice the theme, I'm picking good football players, and I'm picking for the future. I'm not picking guys that are going to be day one starters. I'm picking guys that are going to develop into the starters of the future. Last pick in the draft, I asked AI, I said, what position holds the most weight in round 7? And it say usually a defensive back, linebacker, or running back. I know we took Jeremiah Love with the pick number 4 first in the first pick in the fourth pick in the first round. But if you take Jeremiah Love, you're for sure cutting Tony Pollard and saving that $7 million, putting it back in your pocket. Tyjae Spears will be on his last year. Khalil Mullins will be in year 2. Julius Chestnut will be out the door. So what do? You already start working on the replacement for Tyjae Spears. Jamari Taylor, super productive running back out of Virginia that that took them places this season. Another guy that's physical, runs hard, super productive. If you think about the year after when Tyjae is off the books, and if you cut Pollard, having Jeremiah Love, Jamari Taylor, and Khalil Mullins, you have 3 young backs. You have your short yardage back and 2 backs that could carry the load. They could definitely go the distance. That would be my mock draft 2.0. This is it in its entirety. Jeremiah Love, Zion Young, Jacoby Lane, Devin Moore, Markel Bell, Michael Tabb, Pat Coogan, Daquan Wright, Jamari Taylor, and then trading Will Levis for 2027 draft pick to go ahead and start loading up for picks. If you're picking 9 times, 4 inside the top 100 on a mock draft, I think working the next year to start building up draft picks, nobody can compete with the Jets when it comes to 2027 draft picks. Those draft picks are for sure crazy. The number of draft picks they have in New York. They have 3 first round picks. KT2 the GOAT was good, my boy. Love offense tackle for the Giants if they trade back. Caleb Downs is falling. I don't think Caleb Downs gets too far outside the top 10 though. Yeah, lock kick. I think YouTube ended. I don't know why YouTube ended. I couldn't tell you why YouTube stream ended. QB3. Trevor Siemian could always come in and be QB3. I like the mock. I just want Nick Harbor. But here's the deal. Here's the deal about Nick Harbor. Nick Harbor is a speedster, 6'5", 4.3 speed, but for what the Titans would want to add on the outside, that would be cool. Nick Harbor has a potential to be a DK Metcalf, but a Jacoby Lane, I think is spectacular at the catch point and would be a better route runner. Saying Levis will be a conditional pick. I don't even think you need to condition. You just know that Levis has 1 year left on his deal. He's a rookie quarterback with a lot of talent, and just getting, what they got back from Justin Fields. If you get a 5th or 6th round pick, I think that's more than good enough in return for Will Levis. He said, I did hear rumblings of the Giants being set on one Jeremiah Love and might be willing to trade partner to swap number 3 for number 5 for their 2nd round pick. And if they're gonna sell out like that, it's nothing we could do anyways. And guess what? If the Giants took Jeremiah Love in front of us at 3, if you already see the mock that I just put out, I mean, I still already have Jamari Taylor as I I actually drafted 2 backs. So it would definitely change the draft board. But I think if you're the Titans and the edge rusher that you want come off the board and Jeremiah Love come off the board, then the Titans might be inclined to trade back and maybe be in the runnings for Sonny Styles to go inside of Robert Saleh's defense, being the Fred Warner position. You know, you never know until draft night. But if the Giants are going to sell out to get Jeremiah Love, it's nothing the Titans can do. The Titans are not in a position to trade draft capital to go from 4 to 2 to draft a running back. I just don't see it. And if the Giants want to sell out, they can sell out. That's any team. Like if any team wanted to sell out to get the second pick from the Jets or to get the third pick from the Cardinals, there's nothing we could do. Now, also on top of that, does this jersey look like a Houston Texans jersey? Does this look like an Oiler? Or was this Titans color rush with Derrick Henry? I mean, Columbia blue has been around. I don't know why people are so butthurt about the two-tone blue in the new uniforms, but I feel like this is a pretty solid mock draft nonetheless. Yes, I feel that. I have a feeling we're taking Maui Noah at 3 or trading back to 5 and still take Maui Noah. But that is my mock draft 2.0. I definitely wanted to do a new mock draft now that we see all the changes that have been made in the Tennessee Titans roster thus far. With the biggest news I would say is, you know, the masterclass from Bergonzi and Brinker on having insurance on Red and Snead, getting all that cap back, and then restructuring Red to where you freed up even more cap space. I mean, if you're looking at the mock draft I just had, if you're cutting Pollard and adding Jeremiah Love here and Jamari Taylor there, and then between Colin Granson and DMR, you're going to be putting Daquan Wright in that mix. Put Jacoby Lane out here. Push Bryce Oliver to special teams. You have Jacoby Lane, Calvin Ridley, Wan'Dale Robinson, Chimere Dike, Alec Aomunor, Bryce Oliver, and Xavier Restrepo. I feel way better about that group of receivers than I did last year. Then you think about putting Markel Bell right here, Pat Coogan right here as guys I added in. Then on defense, Michael Robinson probably goes to practice squad. Then you got Devin Moore fighting out with Josh Williams. And Michael Taft between Jared Reed or Tony Adams. Probably Jared Reed would be pushed. You have Michael Taft here as a backup safety behind Winston and Imani Hooker. Then you're adding in that's a nice group to add in with this. Then you put Zion Young in this mix, having Jermaine Johnson and Femi, Zion Young, Jacob Martin, Jalen Harrell, Ali Gay, Malik Herring. Be a pretty deep rotation. I know people are looking for the superstars, but that would be a solid rotation of players that you could keep fresh and have depth at every position. Something the Titans haven't had in some time. Only thing I missed out on my mock draft was another inside backer, but either Cody Barton, who's got guaranteed money, is going to turn into that coverage linebacker while Cedric Gray kind of presses the line of scrimmage, or maybe James Williams takes more of a role and gets into that mix this upcoming season. So Titans got options. Lock Kick, number one shoe plug on the city. What's good, my boy? Hey, Lock Kick, I'm back on my resale grind, so I'm inspired. Definitely don't see them doing that with Scatterboo. I know he's coming off an injury, but Love is running back one. I don't see them do that. I can see them doing that. You put Jeremiah Love with Scatterboo with you gotta think about this is John Harbaugh. You know, John Harbaugh did a lot of that in Baltimore.